Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I am Monica, the Kismet Chemist, and in today's reading, we are going to be tapping into Aries season and what to expect. This is the Zodiac New Year. It is all about fire energy, and Aries is symbolized by the ram. And in times long past, I don't know why I said it that way, but back in the old days, well, before any of us were alive, rams were traditionally what were used for sacrifice. But if anybody looks up the meaning of Aries and the ram, it is all about the self. Aries rules the first house of the zodiac, and it is 100% about the self. And as I was tapping into this energy, the first song that came into my head was quite literally Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. And what a fitting song it is coming out of Pisces season and the heavy, watery depths of emotions we have all been dealing with. But as I was dancing around my office, getting energized, getting pumped for this, and really tapping into that new zodiac year and Aries fiery energy, it was kind of like it was a straight shooter, let's talk kind of energy that I was getting from Aries. And Chiron, the wounded healer, but also the teacher to the gods, is transiting through Aries still. Which means that Chiron is really helping us heal ourself, how we move through the world, how we see ourselves in the world, and how blunt and truthful we are with ourselves. What we want, what we need, what serves us, what doesn't, who serves us, who doesn't, whether or not we are meant to continue forward or burn it down and walk away. And if you guys can't tell, this energy is potent. We are coming off of the Virgo full moon, and this energy packs a punch. But I feel like this energy, the punch, is so needed. And it's so exciting. It is so exciting right now. I don't know what's in store, but what I feel coming through from Aries season is amazing. I don't touch energy like this very often. I have this tendency to be more adept at touching the shadows, but right now, this is like we are on fire. The world is on fire. Let's do this. Let's change things. Let's bring our all into it because I know my worth. I know who I am. I know what I need to do. And if you aren't feeling that way, this reading is meant to help you get there. So we have 4 piles. We've got, and you guys know me if you've been watching my channel for a while, I'm a sucker for Harry Potter. It's my childhood love. I'm a Harry Potter nerd to the core. That's why nobody will play Trivial Pursuit against me. But each of the cards represents one of the Hogwarts houses. Whether or not you guys have been sorted into a house, take a look at the cards and pick one intuitively if you have not already been sorted. If you feel drawn to a house and you have been sorted into the houses, go ahead and grab the house that you have been sorted into. Or if you just feel called to a specific one, check it out. There may be multiple messages in the piles, and one thing I want you to be aware of is sometimes looks are deceiving. So sometimes we can form an opinion or make a judgment that has been founded on past experiences that aren't exactly true. And yes, Slytherins, I am talking to you, sweethearts. So I will let you know I am using a card deck I don't often use in readings because it is quite blunt and to the point. There is profanity in it, so if you are against that, please go ahead and click out. This is not the reading for you, but I am using the Rebel deck. And what I picked up from it is Aries is about quick, fast, fiery initiative movement. And the only way that you can do that is by taking a look very directly at what it is you need to look at. So underneath each of these piles, there are rebel cards for each of the houses. And then there are messages from the Divine Feminine for your Divine Feminine throughout this time. I don't know what to expect with this reading. I am really excited, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. So the timestamps are going to be down in the description box, and I will see you guys at your pile. All right, if you chose pile 1, you chose Gryffindor. So Gryffindor is actually Harry Potter's house, Hermione's house. It's actually like the primary house that gets focused on during the Harry Potter books and movies. Gryffindor, however, is the lion. Some of you may be Leos, but the energy of Gryffindor is all about bravery. It's about courage, and it melds so well together because it does have that fiery energy that we are moving into. So this is probably like the best time to really harness that fire energy. If you have any in your chart, you may be a fire sign. That is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. If you're any one of those signs and you pick this pile, what I'm getting overwhelmingly is it's time to harness the energy of the fire in your chart. Wherever it falls, that's where your power is during this Aries season. So, are you guys ready? We're going to get real. We're going to get honest. Let's find out. First, we have the Divine Feminine, and it is Rabai, and it says, the Queen of Saintly Women. I'm in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. And I love that she literally is surrounded by fire. You guys are definitely my fire signs. And then the Rebel deck speaks. First, we have eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Oh, I forget how funny these are. And then stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. So this is, like I said, guys, Aries is packing a punch during this season. So this is really you knowing your own worth. It's knowing that what you do is in service of something higher and that you move in that way. You move with love. So love your body. What this says to me is literally love your body. Stop treating it like, I'm sorry, but stop treating it like shit. Love your body. Drink more water, eat more vegetables, get some exercise, get outside in the fresh air, and actually love the body that you have, because this is your life. This is the life you chose, the body you chose, everything. You chose this. So treat it like the temple that it is, because it is a temple, because it holds the essence of who you are. And this is about giving away your personal power. How much time do you spend checking up on that person from your past, or checking up on that person that you have a crush on, or I don't know why I said that, but checking out other people to see what they're doing and try and do a compare and contrast, try and anything. This is about you knowing that you are the essence of divine love. Like, you hold the fires of the divine within you. So why are you spending your time on someone else, doing shit that you shouldn't be doing, checking up on someone, or letting someone treat you that way? Why are you treating yourself that way? Don't you know your worth? And if you don't, Aries season is ready to teach you. Tap into Chiron and Aries. Chiron and Aries is teaching you how to be selfish in a healthy way. How to prioritize your physical needs, your emotional needs, your mental needs over what other people need of you so that you can see yourself in the same light that they apparently see you in, because they are constantly asking you to do everything for them and be everything for them. When you engage in being everything for yourself and doing everything for yourself, that is what you need, that is right for you, that isn't eating. And I'm not going to say don't eat processed food. If that's what your body is calling you to eat, that's what your body is calling you to eat. But balance it. Balance it with something healthy. Balance it with exercise. Balance it with water. I always stick my nose up at people who tell me not to eat certain things. And then I've noticed that the more that I eat things that I really shouldn't, the more drained and lacking energy and angry and depressed I get. So yeah, there's something to be said about it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to indulge. I have a very soft spot for Nerds gummy clusters. I have a sweet tooth. I always have. But it's about not overindulging. And this card so very firmly is about knowing that you are the one that's supposed to shine out in the world, and people are meant to come to you. They're meant to love you. You're not meant to go chasing after somebody else or something else. Look, success. It's a Wands card. All right, Spirit and Spirit Guides. Your Spirit Guides just popped in, and there was like, we're Spirit Guides here too. That was the energy I picked up. Sorry, Spirit Guide. Okay, let's see what they want to say. Control. Oh, they want it over here. And the card 12, New Vision. Ah, things are making more sense. How many of you are letting somebody else control your belief in yourself and your worth because of what they're saying and what they're doing and what they make you feel? Why are you letting them make you feel a specific way? Sometimes you have to realize that in order to stand in your worth and your power, you have to stand there and say, you know what? You make me feel like shit, and I'm not going to do that. So get out of my life. Because when you do that, you're literally saying, you're saying, I'm not putting up with this. I love this. Rebel, the card 4, which is actually, in this deck, it's the Emperor. And the Emperor is the ruler of Aries. So again, you guys are my fire pile. And then we have on the back, number 1, existence. So this is literally saying, it's time for you to stand in your power. Like, look at him just like barefooted breaking chains. Quit repeating the same patterns. Break yourself out of the chains of the past and let a new vision come in by taking care of your body, and stop being controlled by what other people are doing or what other people are saying, or allowing someone to have the power to control your emotions. When you do that, then you'll be able to see the truth of your own existence, the truth that you are in service of divine love, that you move with love, in love, as love. That your existence here matters. That it matters to every extent imaginable. Every breath you take matters. Every single thought that you have, and way that you treat yourself, and way that you treat another, and way that you allow other people to treat you matters. It matters to you. It matters to your soul, and it matters to the divine, and it matters to everyone. Everyone in the collective, but everyone in your life. It's time for you to stand firm and say, this is enough. This is how I see myself. And if you cannot respect that, I respect myself enough to not do that anymore. And then you have to actually follow through on that and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Show that you are one with Mother Nature. All right. Can we get just a little bit more? Anything else for pile 1, Spirit and Spirit Guides? Whoa, all of them? Okay. Of course. First of all, I get the sense, and I actually, as I set it down, as you asked for this, you asked for help, you asked for a leg up, so we're giving it to you. You may not like the way that it's being presented, but that's what we're giving to you. And guys, I want you to know this is not my normal energy. This is how it feels. So I am flowing with the energy, and that in and of itself is a lesson for you. Flow with the energy. Let yourself feel it. Let it flow through you. Let the fire, set fire to all of the tears that you've been crying, and just stand up and start doing the right thing. I don't know why that came out, but some of you needed to hear that. Number 45, time to go. You're going to love this. Hang on, wait for it. The next one, number 47, go the distance. Number 10, unfinished symphony. And number 35, loyal heart. Okay. This is literally what I just heard was wake up call. Wake up call. You needed a wake up call. It's like you've been in this fog of what do I do? Where do I go? Am I worthy? Can I do this? This is your spiritual wake up call. It is time to go. We're giving you a leg up. Tap into this energy. Listen closely and tap into the energy so that you can feel the divinity and the love of your own existence, because it is time for you to go, and you are meant to go the distance. You are meant to live a life that is not unfinished, but it is a complete and utter symphony. You are meant to live this symphonic, beautiful life where everywhere you go, you breed loyalty in the hearts of others, because you are loyal to your own heart first and foremost. And when you do that, your vibrations, your energy field, your aura literally projects loyalty, which means that no one will ever be disloyal to you if you are loyal to yourself, because you will attract only those that are loyal to you. It is the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of resonance, all of it. It's you working with your truth and yourself and your heart, and knowing that this existence is meant for you to finish. To finish and to be loyal, to be wise, to know your worth. Some of you may be musicians. Some of you may be athletes, runners, marathon runners. I just heard short distance runners, play the piano. Also, some of you maybe want to be costume designers, or actors, actresses, creators. There's a lot of different things coming through, and maybe you're someone who wants to do it all like I do. Either way, Spirit is coming through and saying, I'm giving you a leg up here, so go and do it, and go. It's time. You have the loyalty within yourself from your guides to make sure that you get what is in your heart. So you finish this song of your life. So Aries season is your time to shine. It's your time to take those steps and to go. To break free of the chains, to share your vision with the world, to break free of the control of your mind or other people or other things, and to just do the damn thing finally that you want to do, to be the person that you know that you truly are. This Aries season is ready and waiting for you to do exactly that. Pile ones, you guys are going to conquer the fucking world. And I cannot wait to see what you guys do, because this is amazing and I cannot wait. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, guides, angels. Thank you to the Aries energy, to the planets and the cosmos for helping facilitate the connection to Aries energy for me. And thank you so much to you, Pile 1, for who you are and how amazing you are. I am so thrilled to be able to read your energy, bring you these messages, and I cannot wait to see what it is that you bring into existence during Aries season for all of us. If this video resonated, please hit the like button, share it out. Every like and share helps get my video out there. It helps share these messages and spread more truth and light and all of that fun stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the little notification bell up in the corner so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this pile, you chose Slytherin house. So Slytherin is kind of the aggressor or the enemy. They are the instigators, the bullies. They are the source or origins of division from unity. Their founder, Salazar Slytherin, wanted to be very selective in who was allowed in Slytherin, preferring only those who could prove by birth that they were pure-blood wizards and not mudbloods or half-bloods, so half muggle, half wizard. But what I've always felt is there is another side of Slytherin that people don't tend to see, mostly because they've been painted a certain way. But Slytherins will do what they have to do for themselves, but also for the people that they love. They are deeply loyal, deeply dedicated to knowing what is right and following that path within themselves, even if it means that they get painted into being the bad guy no matter what happens. It is a divided energy, a divided house, because while both sides of the personality of a Slytherin can see themselves as doing the absolute right thing, it's kind of like the truth of an empath and a narcissist. An empath in power, in their own personal power, can literally stop and say, no, this is not right for me, and I'm not going to engage in this anymore, and I'm not going to do this anymore, and I'm not going to have these people in my life anymore because it's not right for me, and they will be seen as a bully. But a narcissist is going to say, honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know how a narcissist would twist it. I just know that it would be twisted. So it would be more like, how could you have possibly done this to me? Why would you do this to me? Aren't I worthy of you? That is what a narcissist would do. And both of those are energies embodied within the Slytherin house. It's kind of like the mask that gets worn when you're scared to wear your true face. And normally I wouldn't describe Slytherin this way, but they're very cunning, very witty as well. And that can be a really good thing when it's utilized in the proper way. And I know I sound very biased against Slytherins, but there's just some sort of energy here that is like, it's time for you to see the truth of the situation, to see the truth of yourself. And I feel really strongly like Spirit is like, okay, can you please see your actual worth so that you stop engaging in these interactions? Start seeing yourself as being capable of doing all the same things that they do, but you do it on the right level. You do it in the right way. So we're going to go ahead and find out what it is that the Divine Feminine Oracle has to say to you, and then what it is that the Rebel deck has to say to you. And I'm telling you guys, after pile 1, the Rebel deck does not hold back. So we have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So Parvati's husband, I believe it is, please don't quote me on this, because sometimes when I sit here and start channeling, it's kind of like it all just falls out and the messages come forth with however they need to. But the essence of Parvati is she was so dedicated that she would not take no for an answer. Whether it was to her, it was either her son or her husband. I think it was actually to her son, and then she had to go to her husband. But this is talking about the devotion that you have to the path that you're on, to the love that you have, and to your own worth. And Parvati would never back down. Would never, ever back down. Never walk away. When she devotes herself to something, to someone, to herself, she will never back down. Ever. And people see that really negatively in this world. Like, I will not back down. This is who I love. This is what I love. And I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to compromise. I'm not going to give in a way that is not right for me. This is about the devotion that you have to you, to your soul, to your path, to your love, to your heart, to what matters to you. So let's find out what the Rebel deck has to say to you. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Absolutely. And don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to keep these up because it seems like you guys really need to see that it is okay to prioritize you. It is okay to be devoted to something that is right for you and to follow that 100%. It doesn't matter what thoughts of negativity go through your head. It doesn't matter what other people say about you or to you or whatever. You're not here to make them believe your worth. You're not here to fall victim to negative mindsets. You are here to devote yourself to what is right for you. When you are in a state of devotion from the place of the heart, your devotion doesn't entail dominating others. It doesn't entail taking advantage of others. It doesn't entail being deceitful or lying. And it does not mean that you need to feel guilty. All right. Spirit and spirit guides and higher selves of pile 2, the Slytherin pile. Whoa. Okay. First of all, we have 3, the card 3 of rainbows and guidance. That's 3 of pentacles. So I feel strongly like you guys are the pile that gets a lot of guidance, and then you don't think it's for you. You don't think that you can do it. You don't think that it applies. You don't think that it's possible. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. If you're here, if you're listening to it, this guidance is for you. You do you, boo. Just do it. Do you. It's fine. You should. All right, we have the card 9 with aloneness. That is hermit energy, hardcore hermit energy. 6, compromise. Oh my God, what did I say? You don't compromise what you want. When you are devoted to yourself, you don't compromise for someone else. You don't compromise for some shitty thoughts going through your head or through somebody else's head or what anybody's opinion is. And look at the amount of cards you guys have here. Seriously, this many cards fell out and I got a clear cut, yeah, these are for you, confirmation. This is your guidance. Whatever you guys need to genuinely see, it feels very strongly like your entire team is surrounding me right now and saying, we're going to just lay it out because it's time for you to see it. All right. Card number 7, awareness. We're just going to get them all out. Going with the flow. 3 of Wands with experiencing. 8 of Wands with traveling. Eight of Rainbows with ordinariness. And then the Page of Rainbows with adventure. Okay, guys. Okay. You guys have been alone and in the dark and doing inner journeys, and you feel alone. You feel alone because you feel like what I'm getting is you think that you have to compromise and be alone in order to be devoted to your path. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this pile, I've been there, I struggle with this. This is one of my inner fears. This is why this don't believe every shitty thought you have card is so damn important. Because if you believe every shitty thought, then whatever anybody else says is what you're gonna listen to. Or whatever the past situation was is what you're gonna listen to. Whatever negativity that you tell yourself about yourself, your worthiness, what you can do, who you're meant to be with, all of that. Every time you give in to this energy, you pop yourself back into this state of I'm alone, I can't do anything, nobody loves me, nobody supports me, there's no one around. And I get it because I do the same thing. This is my Achilles heel. And sure, I could not share this truth with you, but what would be the point? Do you think that you're alone on this? You're not alone on it. This is to make you aware that there are way more people out there that struggle with the exact same thing that you struggle with. And that the guidance that is out there that you say is, well, that's for them. That's for that group. I picked the pile, but I clearly can't pick right. That's bullshit. I think that must be why they made sure that there were clear cut something. You guys have been sorted, haven't you? So you know this is for you because you're a Slytherin. You know this. Going with the flow is so important. When you are aware that you have been in this state of listening to your thoughts that are negative and downplaying yourself and all of that, you aren't able to go with the flow. And when you can't go with the flow, you can't truly experience life. You can't feel into the adventure. There's this awareness, like it's almost like these are three sets. This is the past, this is the present, this is where you're heading. So in the past, it's like you felt you couldn't move. You couldn't do anything because you had to compromise and be alone and do everything alone. Until you realized that as long as you do things for you and not for other people, you can do whatever you want. And you don't have to be alone because you have to do it for you. You can't justify actions by saying, I am going to do this because that person needs me to do it. Because then you're sacrificing yourself. And that's not devotion, that's self-sacrifice. And if Aries season will teach you anything, it's don't fucking sacrifice. Just don't do it. What is the point of sacrificing? It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It was a false perception. It was a shitty thought process that they had in the past that if they sacrificed a ram, that they wouldn't do this or they wouldn't do that. Does that make them wrong? No, that was their belief system. But what is your belief system and is it right for you? Why are you being a self-sacrificial lamb? Why are you not doing what is right for you? Why are you not devoting yourself to you, to your path? This awareness and ordinariness means that you're in touch with who you are, with your physical body, with your mental body, with your emotional body, with your spiritual body, your auric body, your etheric body, all of it. You're in touch with all of it. And yet you still choose to go walk outside and be like, hey, this is cool. I want to eat an apple. Let me watch a movie. You're perfectly fine with living a perfectly ordinary life because that fills your soul up. You can devote yourself to whatever you want. You want to be extraordinary, be extraordinary. You want to be ordinary, be ordinary. But ordinariness is not about... It's not about being dull or being boring or not being good enough Ordinariness is about living in the moment, knowing that each moment is fleeting and each moment is a chance to be devoted to yourself. And it is perfectly ordinary to struggle with thought processes that are shitty. It is. It's sad. It's sad that that's the ordinary, but it is. But this is the Eight of Pentacles card, which means this is the card of mastery, which means if you think about it, you can master your own awareness, and it can be perfectly ordinary for you to prioritize yourself and to not fall into having shitty thought patterns. And when you do that, you get to go with the flow and experience every adventure you could possibly imagine. And look, we have yang energy. How long have your guides been telling you to get out of the yin and into the yang? And how many times have you said, well, I will, but I don't think it's right now? Or I am in my yang energy, but you don't realize that you are still in a wounded state. It's time to heal your masculine energy. And you do that by mastering yourself, mastering your inner worth, letting your inner child free to experience, to go with the flow, to go on an adventure, whatever adventure it is. You don't like, an adventure doesn't have to be you traversing the world. Maybe it's just you, like, I just heard sing that damn song on TikTok. Okay. That one and that one. Serendipity, card 18. That feels like a TikTok thing. I don't know. I haven't been on TikTok in about a month. So, yes. I don't even remember which video it was, but were you guys in that? Did you guys watch the video where I was like, yes, queen? Because I just got that energy coming at me again, and I love it. So we have the card number 39, New Life, which reduces to a 12, which reduces to a 3. We've got 8s and 3s. Oh, 9, 6. Do you guys realize you have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3s? 3s are all about the ascended masters and collaboration and community and working together and bringing it all together. And look at this. You have a new life for you. It is serendipitous, and that's a 9. Like, it's time. It is time. It is time for you to live a completely new life. It is time. Aries season, it is time. Listen to your guidance. Listen to your guides. Listen to your angels. Listen to your inner voice. Don't listen to the shitty thoughts. Listen to your inner self. Because number 7, to the sea. And I love that it's right above awareness. And see, going with the flow into the sea feel like they match so well. And as much travel cards as this is, I feel like this is like something that you want to do, and you're saying, but I have to do this and I have to do that, or I can't do that without being, there's something about it where you're overcomplicating it to the extreme, to the absolute extreme. And it's about just stepping into life. Going with the flow is about living life. It's about stepping into it. And then we have the card 51 with milk and honey, and that is a 6. This is what happens when you don't compromise. You get milk and honey. Look how freaking happy that elephant is. Just absolutely joyful. You guys have some of the best cards. All you have to do, and I know I say all you have to do, but it genuinely doesn't seem like it's that easy of a thing. And it's not easy for me either. But you do you. Love you. Work on you. Do what you want to do. You don't have to compromise with anybody else for what is right for you. You don't have to justify yourself or justify your actions. Just do what is right for you. You do you. Your mind can be your worst enemy, or it can be your best friend. Make it your best friend. That awareness becoming your everyday norm will send you directly from your new life into milk and honey, honey. I just heard milk and honey, honey. Okay. Okay, pile twos, my Slytherins. You guys are just badasses. I was going to say bomb. I don't say these words. Aries energy is fun. In case any of you guys, if this resonates, I did have to turn on hip hop music before I started this. Kind of like I needed to pump up and connect to this pile. So if that's for you, yeah, thank you. Your energy is pretty awesome. Keep being a badass. All right, I want to say thank you to my guides and your guides and the angels and your higher selves and spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you for these awesome energy and uplifting messages and just letting it just all go and just being true. So thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Thank you, pile number 2. If this video resonated, please like it, share it out. The more shares and likes, better it is for me, and easier it is for you to find me. And if you want to be able to find me all the time, you can go ahead and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. That way, when I upload my next video, you will know. I want to say thank you again for being here. You do you, boo. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the third pile, you chose the colors for Ravenclaw. Now, I am not going to lie. I'm pretty partial to Ravenclaw myself, considering I am a Ravenclaw. But the thing about Ravenclaws is they get this reputation for being the smart ones, being the teacher's pet, being the ones who are very wise. They know everything. They're book smart. But I think Ravenclaws, I think they get misconstrued a little bit. And it's not that Ravenclaws aren't smart. It's that their brains tend to create situations in which people overlook their genuine nature, their genuine heart. So you may have run into issues in which people call you a teacher's pet, or people think that you're just showing off how smart you are and being stuck up or showing too much bravado or something along those lines is what I'm picking up. But I want to tell you what I'm picking up the strongest is spirit. Spirit sees your heart and knows your heart. So what we have here, and if you didn't catch my intro or anything, I want you to know this Aries season is packing a punch. So I'm using the Rebel deck, and I'm also using the Divine Feminine. So this is the Divine Feminine Oracle. But underneath we have some Rebel cards, and they really do just kind of cut to the chase on this. So the other two so far have been kind of right in your face with the messages. So let's go ahead and see what yours are. So we're going to start off with your Divine Feminine, and it's my Bago, the warrior saint. It says, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So we're going to put her here. And you guys actually got 3 of the Rebel cards. So it says, you are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. So I'm not going to lie, because I am a Ravenclaw, I can definitely tell you that this is my pile as well. So I feel you guys. The next one is take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Now, I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole crazy unicorns saying that you need to talk to someone cooler than you. But I think the point here is sometimes you need to change your situation. You need to change your environment. You need to get yourself out of where you're at, because where you're at has you feeling like you're stuck. And then it says, get some fucking sleep. You are being an ass because you are fucking tired. Face to pillow now. So I don't know about any of you guys, but when I get tired, I'm going to put this down here. When I get tired and I am not getting enough sleep, I can be absolutely terrible. So what I'm seeing here is that you have been fighting for a really long time, like genuinely fighting, and you feel like you don't have any support. And yeah, it's a hard time. But you know what? Aries season is here to like rock you out of your norm, to let you see that when you genuinely devote yourself to yourself first and get enough sleep, get yourself up and out of your environment, and recognize that, you know what, you're in this space, but this space is something that so many other people go through. It's not just you. You're not being attacked. It's not specific to you. Even though it feels like it. It does. It always feels like it. It's always going to feel like it, because that's how it feels. But when you let yourself rest and just get out of where you're at, even if it's just to go for a walk, or, you know, if you say you spend a lot of time in your office and you want to get out, then let yourself get out. Go to a different room. All right. So first of all, on the back of the deck, we have healing. This is what I'm saying. Like, go to a different room, go get out in nature, go to the store, do something. And you don't have to go to the store in order to buy something. Just go get yourself out of where you're at. Give yourself a chance to heal by changing the situation in which you're in. So let's see the cards that you got. You got the Creator. That is some powerful, powerful start. And then we have the card number 2 with Inner Voice. We've got the 2 of Fire, or the 2 of Wands, with Possibilities. I'm going to set it over here. Then we have Maturity, and I believe that is the Ace of Rainbows, or the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the 4 of Fire, or the 4 of Wands, with Participation. So what this is really saying to me is that when you get yourself and you break yourself out of where you're at, when you let yourself say, okay, it's my turn to go through some tough shit, that's fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get myself out of it. I'm going to get myself out of it by changing the situation, by taking myself from where I'm at and getting some freedom, getting some relief. Let yourself do that. Look, we have the card number 7, To the Sea. I mean, that right in and of itself is that take a trip. Take a trip. And then we have the card 3 and Between Worlds. This is why you feel like everything is going wrong. But remember that when you are devoted to what you want to do, when you are 100% true to it and you love it completely, then the love and the devotion that you show towards whatever it is that you're doing, it comes back to you in resources, in support, in love, in guidance. And Spirit will always be there to do that. And I'm seeing 7. I saw 707, 727, and this is the card 7. Something tells me you guys may be seeing a lot of 7s. I just looked up and I saw 737. So there's maybe a lot of repeating 7s. If you may be a life path 7. It may just be your favorite number is what I just heard. Maybe some of you are born in July. Maybe planning a trip for July would be great. Maybe something changed on March 7th for you. That is a very specific message for maybe 1 or 2 of you. We have number 12, a change in the wind. And that really is it, isn't it? You can feel this change coming, but you don't know necessarily what it is. And you've been stuck here between these worlds. Stuck between a place where everything is kind of desolate and seems like it's never going to work out, but you can also see the other side of it. And so you're wondering, like, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? What can I do? Please help me find my way to the sea. Help me find my way to this side of the world or of life in which everything is in color. We've got the card 41 with soulmates, which doesn't surprise me whatsoever because I saw that card repeatedly as I was shuffling. And here's the thing about soulmates. It's not always about love. Soulmates can come in many different forms. I have soul sisters, and I love them to death. I love them so much. They are so amazing, and they do so much for me. A soulmate is not always going to be romantic. And then we have number 10 with unfinished symphony. And again, I saw both of these cards as I was shuffling this deck, and I kind of wondered whether they were going to pop up. And here's the thing about that. Everything that you feel is this unfinished symphony. You end up attaching to different things. But the thing about this soulmate is penguins mate for life. And this penguin has the key to the other penguin's heart. You have the key to your future, to your symphony, to your whatever it is that you want. And Aries season is really coming in to show you that. Show you that you hold the key to bringing in your soul family, your soulmates. And that's what a soul family is. It's just a group full of soulmates in which everybody has a key to everybody else's heart because we all know each other, we get each other, we understand each other, and we love each other. And then that in and of itself is how you finish the symphony. And as you can see, all the colors shifting match so well with this Between Worlds card, because this is just the darkness here shifts into this brighter pop of color, even from a change in the wind into healing. It's like you've been doing this progression of color. You've been doing this progression of healing so that you can be in a place in which the colors are vibrant. And when I mean the colors are vibrant, I do sincerely mean your life is vibrant and rich and full. And Aries season is coming in to say there are so many possibilities. You need to participate in life. Listen to your inner voice and know that you create your life. So let this change in the wind be something that heals, not just you, but everybody else, and go finish your symphony. Call in your soul family. You don't have to do this alone. Call them in. Ask for help. Trust that that help will come, and let yourself take a trip into the unknown, into a new place. Rest, rejuvenate, relax, and understand that when you're in a hard time, it's all going to seem as though you're the only one, but you're not. This pile in and of itself has been dealing with so much lately, with so much that you don't know which way is up. And I'm here to tell you that when you take a break and let yourself rest, that's when everything changes. That moment right there is when everything changes. And I just saw 11:55 on my clock. I know this is a really short message for you guys, but you know what? This is all I'm seeing for you. And this may resonate differently for everyone. I feel like these messages were just a little bit more disjointed. It's almost as if I can't fully touch your energy, but that's okay. That's okay. You know why? Because sometimes when you're in the pit of despair, or when everything seems like it's not going to work, your energy makes it challenging to fully tap into. And so you'll be looking for messages and you won't be able to find any because nobody will be able to quite tap into it. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're bad. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means that right now you need to listen to you within, not to me. And I do know what I'm saying. So if that resonated with you, I want you to know I'm always here and I love you guys. And I also want to say thank you for being here. And I trust that you will find your way. So I want to say thank you to Spirit, to my spirit guides, to your spirit guides. Oh, excuse me, I had to yawn. To our higher selves. And especially thank you to you for your energy, for who you are in the world, and for what you do for yourself and for others. I want to say thank you one more time to Spirit and for my guides facilitating this connection. And I want to say I love you all. If this video resonated, please hit the like button. Go ahead and share it with someone who you think could be helped. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button up in the corner and the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I want to say thank you again so much. I love you guys. I will see you again at my next video. Bye. Hello, pile 4. So you are my Hufflepuff pile. And Hufflepuffs, of course, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I like to joke about Hufflepuffs. You know, they are the ones that get joked around on or joked about being the kid in the corner eating paste. But the thing about Hufflepuffs is they often get overlooked. They get overlooked. People think that they are not as special and as fantastic as they are, and they get taken for granted and taken advantage of because they are so loyal, because they are so generous and kind and giving. And some of you may have been dealing with those situations in which people don't see you for your truest worth. But Spirit wants you to know that if you chose this pile, that you are seen for your worth, especially with Spirit, especially with your guides, especially with your angels. But I see your worth as well. So we have here the Divine Feminine Oracle, but underneath it we also have the Rebel Deck Oracle. And the Rebel Deck packs a punch. So it is quite brutal and quite honest. So we're going to start with the Divine Feminine. And it says, Isis, the goddess of magic. Sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. I absolutely love that for you guys. And then we have, you're the shit. Oh, don't forget it. This is actually just like a bonus card, as you can see. It's just kind of a bonus card. So you guys got that amazing one. And I'm going to put it right below Isis because I love all the twinkles. So it says, step away from the crazy-making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina, I probably butchering that, tastes like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. This to me is like, you've been way too strict and stubborn with yourself. And it's time for you to realize that in order for you to embrace the complete and utter totality of your creativity, of your magic, you have to stop putting guidelines on what is and isn't right, especially when it comes to what you're eating. You know, in the spiritual community, there are so many schools of thought that say you can't eat meat, you can't do this, you can't do that. But what I have found is sometimes I will go into shadow work and I will need to eat things like Cheetos, or I will crave candy. And it's not that I am lowering my vibrations. It's a comfort level of food. And as long as you aren't indulging in your comfort food, but you're using it as a sense of connection to what it is that you're healing, connection to the part of yourself that you're healing, connection to the part of your life that you're healing, it actually becomes healing in and of itself. And the last one we have is you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. And I am actually going to leave this right here. So it does not surprise me that we got a you're giving away your power card, especially for Hufflepuffs. Hufflepuffs are notorious for that. See, and you guys have a bunch of cards that are trying to pop out. So let's see what else for Aries season. We have turning in. That is the Four of Emotions or the Four of Cups. And you can see all these ghosts around her head. I'm actually going to move this over here because this is what happens when you turn in and you come back to yourself and you come back to your center. No one else can take away your power. And I feel like you've had so many people just whispering in your ear saying this is what you have to do and that is what you have to do. And we've got the card here of innocence. That's 19. It also is correlated to the Sun card. But look at his face. Like, he's just so happy just to have this praying mantis on his hand. And how joyful. And, you know, the epitome of innocence is really embracing your youthful nature. Embracing the childlike nature that we all have. On the back, we have the Three of Wands with experiencing. And that's what it is. It's not just embracing. Oh my gosh, you guys. What was I saying? Totality. Right there. That's amazing. I just saw that as I was putting it away. But this innocence card, when we engage in our youthful nature, when we allow our inner child out to play, when we see the world through the lens of a child, everything is more innocent, everything is brighter, everything has more potential and more power, and no one else in the world has the power to take our power away. No one can do that because we know our own worth. So then we have the Two of Cups with friendliness. And I love the blending of the trees. And this to me is like when you blend your higher heart chakra and your solar plexus, it feeds that sacral energy of yours. It feeds that sexual energy, that sacred sexual energy. And the things that you love, the things that you enjoy, that pleasure that Isis talks about, it's not just about sexual pleasure. Eating chocolate cake can be a pleasurable act. This is what that's talking about. When you mix those two aspects together, this deep unconditional love and knowing your own worth, when you do that, then you feed that middle ground of creativity. And then we have the Six of Wands with success. And I love the tiger just kind of wandering across the world. What this is saying is that the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you see your own worth, the more that you allow yourself to experience your life in totality, to experience your own magic, to turn in and know that you truly are the badass, that you really truly are the shit, that you don't have to put yourself in a box and fit into this specific way of being, because no one gets to tell you what it is that you should and shouldn't eat and what it is that you have to look like, because you only have to be yourself. You only have to look like yourself. Your worth is not dependent upon the size of your jeans, the size of your bra, or the size of your waist if you're a man. I apologize if this seems like I'm aiming specifically at women, but your worth is not dependent on what you can do for anyone else, what anyone else says is right or wrong for you or for society or whatever. Your worth is dependent upon you. You choose what your worth is. And we have card number 10, Unfinished Symphony, and this has been repeating a lot lately. And then, let's see, what else? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the card number 8 with community. And then I have here on the back of the deck 45 with time to go. But I did get a separate message. So the Unfinished Symphony and community is one message here. I want to be very, very clear. This is one message. This next one is completely different. So this message right here, the Unfinished Symphony is 100% about you. The more that you allow yourself to be an unfinished symphony, the more that your community or the community you're trying to build or the community that you're in comes in and takes away your power. When you allow yourself to know that you are a symphony in and of itself, as yourself, then you never have to worry about the community because you are owning your worth. Now, here's what you need to know. This is the second message. It says, not for you. And the card number 6. Now, I am one where I used to hate seeing this card, but I'm looking at it in a completely different light. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. You can see this fortune cookie, and it says nope sticking out. But it's in the middle of a chessboard. And all the pieces are lined up. And you can see this face here, and it's a window, but the window is a door, and the door is closed. No matter what this is, and you can see, and here's the big thing. You can see this hand here holding up the chessboard. It's almost as if you feel like you have to serve up some sort of game of some sort in order to achieve what you want, to be what you want, to have your success, to experience the life that you want, to know that there is a friendly place, to know that you can go wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do. But this, I have to serve up some sort of game on a platter, and I have to fight for it. That's not for you. Because you are blessed. You have 22, which is a master number, and the card number 9, Treasure Island. You are blessed. So what you feel is not for you, in reality, the only thing that isn't for you is the battle. It's the fight. It's the strategy and strategizing. Like, you do not have to determine which piece goes where, which piece is going to be here and there and whatever. No, you're the queen already. You're the king, and the king on the other side has already been checkmated, and there really is no other side. And I just saw 11:22 on my clock, and again 22 here, and a 2 here. 19 reduces to 10 to a 1. So you guys really genuinely need to see that you carry all of the treasure yourself, that you are blessed yourself. This blessed card and You're the Shit and Isis, Goddess of Magic, all match so beautifully to say, this is who you are. Can you please see the success in who you are now? And Aries season is coming out to say, okay, you are no longer going to be giving away your power. You are no longer going to be allowing anybody else to determine what your worth is, because you know who you are. You know what your worth is. You know that you don't have to starve yourself in order to be worthy of love. You know that you are a true blue badass, and you're going to walk through this life as such, and nobody is going to say anything about it at all. That is the nature of Hufflepuff, and people overlook that so often, but people are no longer going to be overlooking you, my pile fours. Thank you so much for this reading, for your energy, for who you are, for being so amazing and such a badass. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit and Spirit Guides. Thank you to my guides, to your guides, to our higher selves. Thank you. Viewer, please feel free to like this video, share it with your friends or your family, and be like, hey, check out how awesome I am. Awesome! And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bells up in the corner so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I want to say thank you one more time. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. I will see you at my next video. Bye!